In this video, I'm going to show you how to make custom formations on SkyStage. Making custom formations is incredibly easy and quick, and you don't need any design experience to get started. We're going to start by making a custom formation from text. Then, we're going to make a custom formation from a simple shape. Finally, we're going to combine these formations and add effects to them, which will take it from a simple 2D formation to a complex, rich 3D animated formation. Let's go ahead and get started. So, we start here on the SkyStage homepage. I'm going to go ahead and click Create Custom Formation. First, we'll create a custom formation from text. This formation that we're building is for a couple named John and Anna. It's for their wedding, so we're going to build a custom formation that says John loves Anna. As you can see here, when we type in our text, it makes a formation in SkyStage. This is a fully ready-to-use drone show formation. I select all of these and I can pick the color, and then I click Create Formation, and we're good to go. It's that easy to create a formation from text on SkyStage. Now, let's say from here I want to add it to a show. If you haven't watched it yet, we recommend watching the Build a Drone Show in 10 Minutes on SkyStage video to see how the show builder works. To add it to a show, I go over here to the Show Builder interface and I click Your Formations. Then I go over to Formations You Own. I can see the formation I just made right here. I click plus to add it to the show. Once we click plus, it's added to the show and all transitions to and from this formation are recalculated automatically for us. And there it is, visible, beautiful in 3D. Now, this is pretty great, but say I wanted to make something a little bit more complicated. Maybe I have a company logo I want to make into a formation. SkyStage makes it incredibly easy to make 2D formations of any arbitrary shape you want. To make arbitrary 2D formations in SkyStage, you can use Figma, which is free online web design software that makes it incredibly easy to make a design out of anything. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it works right now. To start, I go to figma.com. From here, you'll want to log in or sign up for an account for Figma. Again, it's 100% free for our purposes. Now I'm on Figma. I'm going to go ahead and make a new design file. From here, we can access the SkyStage plugin. We've built a plugin for Figma so that you can create formations on SkyStage incredibly easily. To add this plugin, simply go to the Figma menu up here, scroll down to Plugins, and click Manage Plugins. You can then search for the SkyStage Formation Builder plugin, which you can see right here. You can click on it to run it. There's also a link to this plugin in the accompanying article to this video. Now, the SkyStage plugin has been opened. I'm going to go ahead and click Import with the Get Me Started Import ID. When I click Import, it will create a canvas for me that I can use to make formations from Figma. This canvas also has a simple text formation. It just says Welcome to SkyStage. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to take this canvas from Figma and use it to create an arbitrary custom formation. If I want to take the drones on this canvas, all I do is click Copy and Paste, Copy as Code, and select CSS All Layers. Then, I go to the Create Custom Formation page and click Create using Figma. I paste the code that Figma gave me into here, and I click Generate Preview. And as you can see, what we had on the canvas in Figma is now a SkyStage formation. It's still just a simple text formation. But say I wanted to edit it. Figma makes this sort of editing incredibly easy. Maybe I want to move this W up a little bit. I can hold Shift and drag to select the W and move this up here. Maybe I want to move the L and the C up a little bit. Maybe I want to make the 2 a little bit bigger. Figma is incredibly powerful and easy to use. Now, I've made these edits to this formation. Let's see what they look like in SkyStage. I click Copy and Paste, Copy as Code, CSS All Layers again. I replace that code with this. And now we can see here, we've generated another SkyStage formation. What does this look like in a show? Well, let's go ahead and try it. This formation has 147 drones, so I'm going to have to delete some in order to add it to our show first, which only has 100 drones. So I'll delete the SkyStage and copy it over again. Now, we have here our Welcome to formation. Now, going back to the show page, I refresh the page, and we can see here this formation is right here. I go ahead and click plus, and now it's being added to the show. Once it's added to the show, we'll see the 2D formation that we made live in an actual drone show. This formation is flyable now. And there it is. That's the formation we designed on Figma, live in an actual drone show. Okay, so this is pretty cool, but we still just played around with text formations. The beauty of Figma is that it makes it incredibly easy to make a formation from a logo, shape, or anything else we want. I'm going to go ahead and give you a demo of that now. First, Let's go back to the text formation we created. We still want to make something for John and Anna's wedding, but we're going to replace the word loves with an icon of a heart instead. To do that, we can still leave the loves in the line. And now we see here there's an option to import the coordinates into Figma. I'll click this button and it gives me a Figma import ID that I can use with the SkyStage plugin to take this text and put it right into Figma. I run the SkyStage plugin again, and I copy and paste the ID we just generated on the website to take this text formation and make it a Figma formation. Now, we see here the drones have been imported into Figma. We have a canvas we can do anything we want with. We can drag these drones around, we can delete, we can copy and paste these existing drones to make new ones. I'm going to go ahead and delete all the drones that say loves. Now I need to find an image of a heart. I'm just going to Google a heart icon. All right, lots of options here, but this is one I like. I'm going to copy the image, and now I can paste it into Figma. Figma is built for designing web and mobile apps, but it has an incredibly flexible interface for managing images and objects of all types. I'm going to use this heart icon I found online as a guide to drag and drop drones around the perimeter of this heart. To do this, I'll go ahead and set the opacity of this image to 50%, which makes it see-through. Again, I'm not going to use this image for anything final. I'm just going to use it as a guide that I can drag and drop drones around. Now, I will go ahead and shrink the heart and set the opacity even lower. Next, I can option click to drag and drop drones and copy them to a new location. Doing this, I can trace around the heart and recreate the shape. I'm going to cut to once I'm done dragging and dropping drones around the perimeter of the heart. And there it is. We've outlined the entire heart with drones. I've recreated the heart shape in Figma. Next, I'm going to delete the image that I used as a guide. Make sure to not import images or leave them in your Figma frame when you create SkyStage formations. And there it is. I have a simple John Hearts Anna. I'm going to go ahead and click copy and paste, copy as code, and make a new formation from this. And there we have it. It's that simple. I've just created a basic shape formation using SkyStage that shows John Hearts Anna in the sky. You'll also notice, when I create a formation using Figma, it gives me proximity information about the formation. One very important element of designing drone shows is that drones never get too close to each other. If the drones get too close to each other at any point during the flight, it makes the show not safe to fly, and a drone show operator can't effectively fly it. SkyStage gives you validation info about how close the drones are together. With Figma formations, you can see which drones are the closest to each other. This shows you the 10 closest drones to each other. You can also toggle the Show Distances option to see how far apart a drone is from its nearest drone. So for example, this tells me that this drone has a distance of 19 to the nearest drone. And these are both part of the closest drones. I want to fly this formation at 100 meters size, and I can see that when I do that, this formation has a closest proximity of 1.94 meters. That's a little too close. I like to make sure that when my formations are flying at 100 meters, the drones never get closer than 3 meters. So I'm going to go ahead and make some edits to this formation. Again, we can see the closest drones, so that will tell me which ones to remove. So I go back into Figma, and I'm going to click and delete a few drones. And there we go. I've made the drones much further apart. I'm going to go ahead and see what this looks like once I import it back into SkyStage. And here we are. At our 100-meter formation size like we wanted, the drones now never get closer than 3.47 meters to each other, which is plenty far apart. So I'm going to go ahead and create this formation. With this tracing method, we can make a 2D formation of anything we want. So we made a simple heart here, but say we want to make a company logo. We could, for example, make the Google logo like we've done here. Again, all I did to make this was find a picture of the Google logo online, copy and paste it into Figma, reduce the opacity, and then trace around it. It only took me a few minutes. Finally, we can also easily make shapes, such as this football. A few things to note. Make sure whatever ellipses you have are within the frame that you're copying. Figma has robust object sorting capabilities, but if they're not actually in this canvas, then they won't copy over as code, and it'll copy incorrectly. This is a common mistake when designing formations on SkyStage. Another thing to keep in mind is that you can very easily copy over canvases and copy formations from one part to another if you like. But again, make sure it ends up in the right canvas. If it's not in this canvas, the drones won't show up.
And that's it. In this video, you've seen how to create a 2D formation using text, or create any formation you like using Figma. In the next video, we're going to take the 2D formation that we just made and make it really special by adding lighting and motion effects to it. This lets us take it from being a simple 2D formation to a 3D formation that's animated and engaging. Go ahead and click the next video if you want to learn how to do that. Thanks for watching.